Today we are outside Chrysler Hall as we join candidate Robert Lamb in addressing the people of Norfolk.
Thank you for joining me here today in Norfolk. I am so grateful to be joined on stage by Representative Bobby Scott and Mayor McKinley Price. I'm glad that Bobby's joining you and so that he can take care of his sister, but we all know what we're losing. The powerful and righteous voice that Bobby has become since we elected him to Congress cannot be replaced, but the light that he shed can and will be brightened. I've known Bobby since before he wrote my recommendation letter for the Naval Academy. So I feel like this is only natural that I get to continue in his legacy. But when Bobby said that to me himself, I was taken aback. I said to my wife, I'm more nervous about continuing his legacy than I was when I was battling Al-Qaeda on the Strait of Hormuz. Of course, in her infinite wisdom, she told me, you served our country. You went to the University of Virginia in law. You rejected the private sector in favor of public service. And Bobby believes in you. So what do we have to fear? It's in those moments that I am thankful that I have a partner in life that I can lean against in my times of need. In the military, we say you need to trust the people that are in the foxhole with you. My beautiful wife and daughter are in the foxhole with me for the rest of my life. They keep me grounded and remind me what I am fighting for every day. That is why I'm running for Congress. They keep fighting the good fight to ensure that the people who need help get it, to ensure that the legacy Bobby Scott has built is carried on. I'm running for Congress to make sure that no one can be discriminated against by their boss for who they are or what they look like. I'm running for Congress so that if you can't find a job after 90 days on unemployment, you can still receive the help that you and your family need. I'm running for Congress to ensure that the progress towards universal health care is continued and completed. But there is one reason greater why I'm still running for Congress, and that is to save our city from being swallowed up by the bay. Now today we are blessed with fine weather, but tomorrow will be different. We know that for a fact. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But we can choose what the difference will be. If we continue on our current path of consuming and using without sparing a thought for our children and or grandchildren, we ensure that the waters that gave life to the city will in turn consume it. Or we can make a change and bring a new light to these darkest and oldest of problems. This spot where I stand was the gateway to the nation's first settlers that sailed upon the Chesapeake and peered through the clear water. But those waters now are sour and murky. This spot where I stand is where the Independence Hurricane touched down only 11 months before the Declaration of Independence was signed. It wreaked havoc on the landscape and the people, but inspired an all-new, all-encompassing sense of community. This spot where I stand with all of you will be underwater in 20 years, but only if we fail to act. Unlike our ancestors, we have an opportunity to secure our safety, so why won't we seize it? My fellow sailors might even put it more simply. We better start fighting for our future ASAP, or we will wake up and find it faux bar. With that legendary storm broke, the shorelines rose and the boats lifted up. But everyday people of this city came together and picked up their boats and made their peace with the sea. And they prospered. Then they set about building an entirely new form of a storm, a democratic storm, which powered individuals around the globe towards a new and enlightened future. That first storm founded America and forever reshaped the world with its declaration that all men are created equal. But even in this country, we have failed to truly face what that really means. Some refuse to realize that though all men are created equal, for most, a bank balance is inherited. We refuse to create or uphold the laws that would protect Black Americans from the violence that we have inherited from our parents and grandparents. Sons that don't much out-earn their fathers in modern America. That's a shame. But the absolute travesty is that Black fathers must warn their sons of the dangers posed by those in blue. And they should be, even though they should be our kindest of allies. Now it's time for a second storm to rise from this picturesque union of land and sea, to deliver on those forgotten or abandoned promises. I want the storm to start here with y'all. I will ask you once more for your vote, but I also ask you once more for your support and hope and guidance. Thank you for taking the time to be with me today, and I will not disappoint you. Vote your conscience, and together we can bring a new light.